Welcome back to Full Circle Florida. I'm joined now by ABC News White House correspondent Mary Alice Parks. Mary, thank you for being with us here today. Question for you. What has been the reaction on Capitol Hill so far from President Trump's pick for Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth? He works at Fox News, but of course, he served in the armed forces, a combat veteran. The reaction seems to be mixed so far.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's right. Mixed. Some people, I think, shocked. This is probably the least conventional out of all the picks that we've seen so far from President-elect Trump. Some arguing that he just might not have the operational experience, the national security experience required for such a big job. I mean, there's more than 2 million employees under the Secretary of Defense, the Department of Defense, because it includes obviously all U.S. troops. And we're talking about a budget there of nearly $1 trillion, over $800 billion. So a lot of questions about whether he's up for the job. Even some Republicans not sure that he might make it through a Senate confirmation process. On the other hand, look, President-elect Trump promised to mix things up, said that he wanted people around him who were truly loyalists, people that were on his page, sort of that were ready to sort of hit the ground running to make the changes in the federal government that he wants to see. And there's going to be a lot of other Republicans that feel a lot of pressure to go along with his picks and give him the cabinet that he wants.
Yeah, this is definitely anti-establishment, and he wanted to shake things up. Meanwhile, speaking of shaking things up, Elon Musk has been at Mar-a-Lago for much of the week since President-elect Donald Trump was reelected. What is Musk's role in the White House?
Oh, everyone here in Washington wants to know the answer to that very question. You're exactly right. It has just been so interesting that the richest man in the world now has this huge personal position with President-elect Trump. So interesting to hear that he has literally been there next to Trump while Trump's been on the phone with foreign leaders, including some of those high-profile calls with like Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. It's going to be very interesting to see what this new role is that President-elect Trump says that he will now have. He says that Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy are going to sort of chair this new effort to work on government efficiency. We're not exactly sure if that'll be a new department, a new agency, or more just like an advising role. But we know that Elon Musk has said on the campaign trail he thinks that he can get trillions of dollars out of the federal budget. Now, a lot of Democrats also agree that there is sort of inefficiency, that there's government waste, places to trim the budget. It'll be interesting to see if he reaches across the aisle or if they go at this alone. I mean, they've talked about everything from eliminating the Department of Education to really downsizing the Department of Health and Human Services and other federal agencies.
Mary, I've got about 15 seconds left, but what do you think is different this time around with Trump compared to 2016?
They seem to have a plan, and they seem to be moving a lot quicker.
Mary Alice Parks, thank you for your time. Next here on Full Circle Florida, what needs to change for Florida Democrats? The uncomfortable truth next.